Hello, one and all. It is I, the autistic guy. In case you have been under a rock, there's this acronym called FAFO and even a few songs called Leopards Ate My Face. They're mostly, if you type either one in, you'll see endless videos about regretful MAGAs. And I'll admit that it is very satisfying to watch these people suffer because of their votes and have to face the consequences and laugh at how they never thought this would happen to them. I admit it's funny, it's ironic, it's entertaining, but the problem is that we shouldn't just condemn them, because we need everybody we can get on our side. Why is that? Because the Trump regime has the House of Representatives, the Supreme Court, and the Senate under its control. That is not good, people. Not to mention good old Donnie Trump has staffed his cabinet with loyalists. Appointed people like Pete Hegseth, RFK, and J.D. Vance to extremely powerful positions. So we can't just afford to turn down allies because they fail our ideological purity test. There simply is no room for an ideological purity test in this. That comes later. We can sort it out once we've defeated this evil man and his evil minions. Now, when you hear that, I didn't know what a tariff was. I didn't think he would deport my spouse who was born in another country. I didn't think he'd cut off my Medicare. I didn't know he was going to jack the price of medicine and groceries all the way up. Well, let this be a lesson to you whether you voted for Trump or not. When politicians promise you good things, do not believe them. When they promise you bad things, believe them. And that's just as simple as it gets, people. It really is that simple. When they promise you good things, don't believe them. When they promise you bad things, believe them. Anyhow, it's just like, the problem is that if we keep ostracizing former MAGAs, they will not be former MAGAs for long. They will just become MAGAs again because they'll have nowhere else to go. We need to create an exit for them, a place where they can join our side and fight against this regime. And a lot of former MAGAs have taken a lot of heat for this. I mean, you got the lady in West Virginia who has had her car and house egged and is receiving death threats because she voted for Trump and then came out against him. And it's not too little too late. The Congress can still 25th Amendment his ass. And I know that seems like it's impossible and they say it'll never happen, but I guarantee you it can. Don't ever say it can't happen, and don't give up. There's a lot of things I never thought could happen and then they happened. And it's a lesson I have to learn repeatedly. Don't ever say it can't happen. Whether it's good or bad, don't ever say it couldn't happen. In closing, a lot of people never thought that the leopards would eat their face, but they are. And why they thought, and there's still a lot of people who are getting their face eaten and can't seem to understand that the leopard is eating their face. I mean, I had a landlord who ended up pointing a gun at me because he was an unrepentant Trump supporter and I wasn't. He said that, he was complaining about the price of lumber going up. Who do you think caused the price of lumber to go up? Donald Trump. of course, he made the price of lumber go up when he slapped Canada with those tariffs. And this whole thing, it has to stop, and it has to stop as soon as possible. We cannot afford to get wrapped up in, our petty little squabbles. We have got to unite and band together. If we get all wrapped up into the ideological purity of it, we're just going to be a big wreck, and we will lose. We will have no unit cohesion, and that is a fast way to fall apart. Look at history. There's so many examples of military forces that were fragmented via religious, ethnic, ideological, or even personal lines, among other things. And they all share one thing in common. They all disintegrated very quickly when they faced the enemy. So anyway, I am not advocating violence, and I pray to God that Trump is not assassinated. I do not want to see him become a martyr. Please do not assassinate Donald Trump. And I know that some people let the leopard out of the cage by voting for him, but we need to focus on getting the leopard back into its cage. That will not be easy to do, but nothing worth achieving is. We are fighting for our freedom, people. Let's act like it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be good, y'all. Peace.